we got to talking about relationships, and I'm not going to say his name, but it's a he. And first let me give you a little bit of background. I'm probably going to use these cards just because they're the most traditional ones that I have. So to answer any questions about anything, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is going to be the beginning of a 2-week series. This is going to cover the rest of this month. And what I'm going to do is say the situation from a man's perspective, and then the same situation from a female perspective, and see what the cards have to say about it. Because the cards don't really care if you're a boy or a girl. They just see what they see. So, but this guy is a friend of mine. I've known him for 3 years, and he's one of my best friends. And he has been married for the past almost 10 years now. And ever since I've known him, I don't know. I'm not one to judge, especially when I don't know a person when I first meet them. But some of the things he was saying to me about his marriage I thought were kind of strange. Like, his wife rescued him from a horrible situation, and they needed each other at the time, but then it just seemed like, from an outside perspective, it would seem like his wife was spoiling him, and everybody's like, oh, you're so lucky, you have this big family, and blah, 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 all this other stuff. But from the inside, no matter what this person does, creatively, physically, it doesn't seem to matter, because his wife does not have a good thing to say about anything. And it's very frustrating to watch. So, in the past year or so, I would say that this man has been presented with a few options in the form of what he's looking for in a future partner. And before I decided to just do this type of reading that I'm doing, I was looking for questions that could be answered, and I really had trouble coming up with the right questions. So I decided to start looking for some actual spreads, and I found one that I think it will work just fine. It's called Checking the Direction, and there are 7 cards total. So what I'm going to do today is shuffle the cards and pull out the 7 that I'm going to use for the reading, and then go over the first card, and then every day just make a separate video for each of the rest of the cards, just so there's not a rushed. I don't want to rush this at all, because this is very serious, I think. So I'm going to shuffle the cards while thinking of the situation. Basically, this is called Checking the Direction, and what it has to do with is power of what the person has gone through in the past, in the present, and the future. Suggestions and tips and obstacles that the person must overcome or avoid, and then the outcome. And that's going to be the rest of this week. I'm going to focus on it, like I said, 3 times or so. Okay. I'm going to cut the cards with my left hand. They say, or I've been taught to do it with your left hand, but I'm left-handed. Anyway, I don't know if that has, I don't know what the right thing is, but this feels right. It's with my right, it's with my left hand. Alright. First card is the power of the past. And it picks the 5 of rods. And this is what we're going to be focusing on today. Okay? Number 2, the Ace of Cups reversed. Already I can tell should I say so? I don't know. Already I can tell the power of the present has to do with resisting change, I feel like. Power of the future is the sun. So the future will be bright. Alright. Suggestions and tips. I think this one is self-explanatory. The fact that it's upside down means not just to look inward when you're facing the situation, but to have people in your life. Like, you can be alone, that's fine. Like, take your solitude time, that's okay. But have your people in your life that you know are going to be not positive, but like helpful to you. Because there can be positive people, but then they're also siphoning energy off of you, or whatever else they're doing. Taking everything you have, time, energy, money, whatever. You don't want those people around. But what you need are people close that you can trust. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have suggestions and tips. Oh, I get it. Okay. Number 4 has to do with the power of the past, tips and suggestions and tips. So maybe in the past what got you through the bad times was having people in your life that you could trust. That makes more sense. Okay. So suggestions and tips for number 2, power of the present, you have the Magician. Obstacles that the clarinet must overcome or avoid. 8 of Cups. Looking behind you. Don't look behind you. And the 3 of Cups will be the outcome. Alright. So, we have, to me this is very straightforward. As a group, I can see that the 5 of Rods, you have these 2 people fighting over a unicorn. And to me that doesn't seem right. To me, something that's beautiful, like a unicorn, or any type of creature that belongs in nature should stay there. That's what I feel like. And it's weird, but I feel like the unicorn is my friend, and you have 2 people who are fighting over it. But are they really being objective in their fighting, or are they just fighting just to be men and just to fight, just to be women and just to fight? I don't know. I said men because they're men here, but struggling. I just see the unicorn just wants to be free. Just wants to be free. And yeah, there might be some chaos. He might be a chaotic person, but he has a good heart, and he's not a shithead. So, excuse my language. That's a bad word. I think in the past, What's happened is whenever there's somebody who he's ending a relationship with, somebody has always been waiting in the wings, so he never had to be by himself for very long. And there's always been fire, emotion, well, because of the cups, but like emotion and rage and drama and all this. It's very powerful to be in that type of situation where you have two people fighting over you. It's kind of turn on. But at the same time, it's like, is this really the right choice that I'm making? I don't know. I guess I'll find out. Okay. Since we're not focusing on other cards right now, I'm going to put them back. But I'm going to put them back in the order that they came. Alright, so we have 5 of Rods. I'm going to read really quick what it says. Pentacles. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I'm doing this. Okay. The scene is set in an enchanted fairy glade. The peace and tranquility are broken by 2 young men who appear to be engrossed in competitive battle, each one determined to beat the other. That's basically what I just said. The unicorn in between them knows that their battle is only horses. This excites the young filly to prance about and rear up in anticipation of the outcome. Okay. This is the card of mock battle. Difference of opinion gives rise to misunderstanding and fallout. Silly, trivial matters are blown out of proportion. Be attuned to discord and conflict. You may be working in a backstabbing environment where you must keep your wits about you in order to survive. And I feel like that's his house situation. It's crazy. This hostile situation is not good for you. The other cards in this spread may offer a solution. I feel like ever since I've known this person, I feel like that's what he's had to go through in his home life, and it's ridiculous because he's done nothing to really deserve it. Well, it's not like anybody deserves it, but he is a peaceful person, just wants to do his art, just wants to do whatever, grown-up people do, want to live his life. But the other people in his house, I have no idea why they're like this. But they drain so much energy out of him by the way that they are. And that's the power of the past. I feel like, yes, it's the past because it happened in the past, but how long into the past? Like, is that life? Or just right now? I don't know. But it's a good place to start. Alright, so this is where we're going to stop for now. And then, as the week goes on, I'm going to delve into the other cards until I'm all finished. And basically, that's pretty much it. Alright. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great and beautiful rest of your day. And I'm sorry for looking out the window, but there's butterflies and birds that are doing really weird and funny things. So that's where I'm going to leave you for now. And remember, just because people are fighting over you, you just learn to discern what the difference between play fighting and real fighting is.